So about 2 weeks ago, we went to go visit my parents, and my dad, who's also an avid gardener, he wanted to show me the new irrigation system that he installed. And as he opened the tap, out of nowhere, and I'm still not sure what it was, if it was a wasp or a bee, but it stung me on the eye. And I must be honest with you all, the pain was so intense. It hurt so much. My eye swelled up almost immediately. But I mean, it's been 2 weeks and it has healed completely to an extent that I'm sure you wouldn't even know which one of the two eyes it was. But that brought me to the conclusion. There's a different type of pain, emotional pain, that hurts much more than physical pain and very often takes much longer to heal, often a lifetime. And that is what this episode is all about. Hi everybody, this is Life with Leonard and welcome to another episode. Now on this channel, I strive to motivate and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. And today's episode is definitely no different. Now, as mentioned in my intro, men are always being isolated as the bad ones in the relationship. And I guess there's some merit to it. But some of you ladies are not as innocent as you proclaim to be, and you know who you are. Now, there are certain things that you can do that will obviously hurt your man. Things like being unfaithful or openly flirting with other guys. But then there are also more subtle things, completely unintentional things that will really hurt him. And he won't necessarily tell you about it. But that is what this episode is all about. If you are a lady, I will help you to become a better partner to the man in your life. And if you are a guy and want your woman to watch this, share it with her. It will help her to understand you better. But before we get there, can I kindly ask you, if you haven't, to please subscribe to my channel and like this video and share it and leave your comments in the comment section below. It's easy to subscribe. You can just hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And please remember to hit the all notifications, and that way you will be notified and you won't miss out whenever I upload new videos. Number one, don't forget to introduce him. Now, you meeting an old friend or an acquaintance at a party or the supermarket, especially when you meet up with an old guy friend. And I'm not saying that your man is insecure, but it might just hurt his feelings, might just bruise his ego if you don't introduce him. You might say or think that he is oversensitive, he should just relax and take it easy because perhaps you haven't seen the person in years and you got carried away. The point is, he is your man, he is with you, and it's just good manners for you to introduce him. You should never leave him out and make him feel insignificant. I mean, he's your man. You should acknowledge him. You will only leave him more upset than you may think. The point here is, everyone likes to feel useful, appreciated, and acknowledged. And number two is, never make him feel small. And here I mean in all sense of the word, if you catch my drift. Men have a very developed ego. At the slightest hint of disparagement, they will go on the offensive. Don't belittle him. Being embarrassed or laughed at when we are rejected. No one likes getting their ego hurt, and that includes men. Our pride depends on how we view our worth, our confidence, and self-esteem. The same goes to that tough guy you thought you knew so well. And what I need you to understand is that a blow to your man's confidence, it can send him down a spiral of insecurity. And you don't want that. That's not good for your relationship. And I mean, it's your man. Be there for him. Help him up. Support him. Respect him. And number three is never talk him down in front of others. And here I want you to pay particular attention to, ladies. If you have a criticism to make or a sensitive issue that needs discussing, don't do it in front of other people. Do it in private, when you guys are alone. I mean, you discussing personal issues and criticizing your man in front of others, it is just disrespectful, it's insensitive. And if you want to avoid the relationship problems, just show respect and care and love and consideration and compassion to your partner. It's really as simple as that. No man wants to, it will just upset him if he feels useless. And it doesn't matter how tough your guy tries to act. I mean, we're all still human. We all have feelings, just like you. And next is being judged on our height. Now, I want to really just pause once again at this point, because so often you ladies will do something, and really, I don't want to rub you up the wrong way, because this episode is really there to help you to understand your man better, so that you guys can have a better relationship, that you can become the best version of yourself. And that's the motto of this channel. And I'm sure that is why you are still here at this very moment in this video, because you want to be better. Now, you judging someone based on his height, discriminating against him, and it is something that he has no control over. I mean, it's like judging someone based on his race. I mean, discriminating against it. It's just not on. You know, if a guy approaches you, and I mean, he's a short guy, if he approaches you, and I can just imagine how short guys must feel. I mean, I don't have that challenge, but I can just imagine, and I have sympathy for them. But if that guy approaches you, and you think he's too short, just let the guy off gently. There's no need for you to be rude. You know, here in South Africa, we have a brilliant musician, Casper Nieuwest. Most of you guys will know him. And I always think how people judge him based on his height. If you don't prefer short, I mean, he's in a relationship. He just had a baby boy the other day. If you don't like shorter guys, just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. You go then for a taller guy. But there's no need for you to pause and belittle the man and embarrassing the man and make him feel insecure. There's no need for that. You just gently lay him off, and you move on swiftly. And number 5 is expecting men to compete for you. Now, you know, not all men are going to stick around forever to compete for your love and for your attention, especially when you keep on reminding them that you have options, that you have choices. You know, my son turned 15 just the other day in April. And I always teach him, when I teach him about women, and I always should respect and honor and appreciate women, I always tell him the story about when me and his mom met. Obviously, when I saw her, my wife, I liked what I saw. And I always tell my son that, you remember, it doesn't matter what I saw in your mother. I really loved what I saw. Eventually, at the end, she was the one who chose me. And it is my duty, and that's what I dedicated my life to always remind her every day that she made the right decision. Now, to many of you, you might have an issue with that, but I mean, we've been married for almost 20 years, so somehow it works for us. You find out and you get what works for you. The point here is, you woman, as a lady, if you keep on reminding your guy, especially when he does something wrong, maybe step a little bit out of the line, you always keep on reminding him and imprinting in him that you have options. At any moment you can move on. No guy, no man will stick around for long. And I want you to get this one. The ones who do stick around for long, they will only stick around until they get what they want. And as soon as they got what they want, they too will move on. And you're still wondering, why are you single? You're still wondering why all men are trash. You have, I mean, your Facebook statuses, Instagram, everywhere proclaims that. Because you have to ask yourself, why is this happening to you? I mean, you're losing out on good men. I think in a previous episode I mentioned that in real estate, I'm in real estate almost for 20 years now. And we have a saying that whenever you have a good deal and you don't want to lose out, is don't let gold dust slip through your fingers. And you've been letting gold dust slip through your fingers for long, and you are blaming everybody else, and you know, you are pointing fingers to others, to exes, and not realizing that 4 of those fingers are pointing back at you. And once again, I'm not saying this to belittle you. I'm not saying this to really just bad mouth you or to make you feel depressed or anxious. Not at all. I'm here to help you. I want you to do some introspection because I want you to be happy. And next is assuming that all men are confident. Now here I can unequivocally say that we are not. I wasn't always confident. You know, for a man to make the first move. Now I know, I mean, before the guy makes the first move, he knows that there's a 50-50 chance that he might be rejected. So that goes through his mind and a lot of other things. But it's a lot about, this one is a lot about how you as the lady, how you approach this whole situation, this whole scenario. Because the way that, if you don't like the guy, I'm not saying that you should say yes to a date or yes to whatever if you don't want to. Definitely not. But look at the way, and I want you once again to do some introspection and look at the way in which you say no. Because you don't really want to break the man's ego, bruise it to an extent that it's unfixable. You don't want to do that. Because remember, you are still a lady. And a lady always, in her mannerism, the way that she acts and interacts with others, that will always be the main thing. That will always shine through, the fact that she is a lady. I'm thinking about something, it might have no correlation to what I'm saying right now, but I would always use this example, is that you should always win the person and not necessarily the argument. Now, it might not fit in completely, but I think you get the point. And last but not least is not being present in his important dates. Now, this one goes without saying. If your man is important to you, if he's important to you, it doesn't matter if he says, he knows that you are busy, you don't have to attend, you don't have to make a big fuss of it. I know he would say that. But, this is your man. And I'm here talking about birthdays, about any celebration that is important to him, graduations. Maybe it's the first time that he's going to do a half marathon. Maybe it is the 10th year at his job. Whatever it is, if you being there, by being there meaning you celebrating it with him and making it special for him. If it's important to him and you being there, making it special for him, will show him that whatever is important to him is important to you. And you know what? That is very good foundation for a beautiful, prosperous and happy relationship. 50-50. So I really sincerely hope, ladies, that you didn't take any offense today, because that wasn't my intention. But I also know certain things needs to be said. And you are coming here, you are watching this video because you want to become the best version of yourself. And I sincerely hope that this video was of value to you. And if it was, can I kindly ask you, if you haven't, to please subscribe to my channel, to like this video, to share it, and leave your comments in the comment section below. It's easy to subscribe. You can just hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And please remember to hit the all notifications, and that way you will be notified and you won't miss out whenever I upload new videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.